Good. Okay. Wonderful. Ucha, Ubin Nefer, Good Rising and Great Awakenings. I have not found the right angle for this. Oh, Uja, Dua. Welcome to tonight's presentation of Cosmic Adorations in honor of Heru. This is night number 3 of an 8-day observance of the Terran observance of the Kemetic New Year, 38,792, and also Sirius Rising. So tonight we're just going to have a little bit of a devotional offering with music, wisdom teachings, and probably meditation. Didn't get that far in my planning. And so the presentations are coming out as they're ready. And if you're just catching this one and you're like, oh, I missed the beginning, you could start anytime because this is a 2-month-long celebration. And the whole point is preparing yourself for your first observation of Sirius. And in the Chicago area, that won't be until August 11th. So I was thinking if you started around August 1st, you would be finished in time to view Sirius. Or maybe you just enjoy listening to the music and you're not really concerned about the dates or the timing. And if you want more information on this, I recommend that you go to lightbeingwellness.com and download the devotional manual that was prepared for this ceremony or observation with different activities or links to music or artwork for each one of the nights or each one of the days for each one of the Neteru. And if you're let's say you can only stay for part of it and you want to watch the whole video, the whole series is available at my YouTube channel. At either the Kimaton's YouTube channel for the sound healing videos or the music channel for the music. All right, so let's begin. And I'm still dripping wet from my outing today. I went to the lake, so. Next, we're going to cover the altar. Didn't get ready. It represents removing the veil of ignorance, illusion. Okay. Lighting of the candle, which represents the Aku, the divine light that is to be awakened. Still got some fireworks going on. I don't have incense, but I have sage and Palo Santo. The lighting of the Palo Santo sage incense, which represents the fragrance of the personality, which exudes a divine odor as it rises up, attracts, and communes with the divine. pour a libation. Purified water silently and continuously representing the one pointed flow of the mind towards the divine. Fresh fruit or vegetable. Place in front of the altar, and then I'm going to add the flowers from Ra's Day, the lime, prosar, the beet. And also, I'm wearing one of my feathers. It hasn't fallen out yet. In honor of Heru, I have a hawk feather. Ooh. Otapi nesunetara, anpu epwat neptajase pekeru kakaped, sinetaradi makeru. Otapi nesunetara, anpu epwat neptajase pekeru kakaped, sinetaradi makeru. Otapi nesunetara, Anpu epwat neptajase pekeru kakape, sineterani makeru, otebdi nesunetera. Anpu epwat neptajase pekeru kakape, sineterani makeru. Translation. Offering is given to the Supreme Divinity and to Anpu, preparer of the traveler, and Wepwat, opener of the ways, Lord of the sacred land. The spoken offering is 1,000 beef complete maleness and 1,000 geese complete femaleness. This causes the divine to make one true of speech. In other words, an enlightened being. Attack. Now I have our opening chants. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Remove obstacles to my success in my spiritual practice. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Lead souls through narrow pathways to know the difference between real and unreal. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Questions from heaven and hell. Faith black as night, golden as a day. If you watch and find night is one day. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. May Anpu make my thighs burn, so that I understand upon them. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. I have washed myself in the waters where Anpu washed himself, where he was the officer of embalmer and bandager. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. My lips are the lips of Anpu. 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 I'm going to have the 4 great truths of Chateau Netter, and I'll read the translation at the end, and download the manual. You'll have access to lots more information about the 4 great truths. On All right, translation. The Netter, the Supreme Being, is one and alone, and is never manifesting everywhere and in all things, in the form of gods and goddesses. Number 2. Lack of righteousness brings fetters to the personality, and these fetters lead to ignorance of the divine. Number 3. Devotion to the divine leads to freedom from the fetters of Set. Number 4. The practice of the Shetty disciplines leads to knowing oneself as a divine. This is called being true of speech. Find these in the Chaitanya Nectar devotional manual, and also the devotional manual for this Kemetic New Year. Our third opening chant is one that I recite before reading from the Purdon Heru. Okay. Portal is open. So before I begin, I want to check the outline for this evening. Stay focused on what's ahead. Okay, just pulling it up here. I downloaded the manual onto my phone, so I have all that information right here at my fingertips. It's amazing. So one of the things that's on here is the schedule of all the dates that are observed by Asmadashi Temple. As it, it's not showing up. There we go. As it pertains to Sirius, starts July 13th and runs all the way till September 11th or September 10th, and the 11th is the first day of the new year. So this is like a combination of the Kemetic calendar, and then I also have on here the Mayan Day Out of Time, which is the Olmec calendar. Then I have the Spiral Dance Medicine Wheel, date August 1st, and then the solar sidereal calendar. So it's pretty intense for Sirius rising. It's not showing up too good for you because of the lamp. But anyway, if you go to the Light Being Wellness website, you can download the manual, and you can, follow along with my videos, or you can have your own ceremony. Good rising, great awakenings. Heru. You think that's the right greeting? Heru means house of Heru, so yes, I suppose that would be the right greeting. Um, Tonight it would be Dua Heru, or yeah, Dua Heru. Adorations to Heru. Yeah. So. Heru works as the house of Heru. Alrighty, so I was just skimming down to day 3 to stay on track with the program. So here it has the four great truths of there, four great truths of Chaitau Nectar. Nice little printout you can have. Okay, yeah. So, all right. So here we go. So the theme is to invoke the energy of Heru, the protector and warrior, the royal personality, the spiritual valor, spiritual strength, spiritual victory, soul redemption, the original soul rebel. Mm-hmm. So we had some of the music. Okay, let's have a song now, and then we'll get into the teachings. Dua Heru. There you go. So I have gotten the Sapriwa. I played it the first night. It's still not tuned the way I'd like it to be. So we're mostly on the drums. I want to share this beautiful harp that I got outside of the Temple of Heru at Edfu. See if I can play it for this song. I'll try it. Dua Heru sa sa se Dua Heru Ahama Dua Heru Ubentawi Dua Heru Nesta Tawi Dua Heru Sultan Hey Dua Lupu Heru Sasara Sen Dua Lupu Heru Ahama Dua Lupu Heru Bentawi Dua Lupu Heru Nesta Tawi Dua Lupu Heru Sultan Hey Dua Dua Heru Asama. Uh-oh, I got lost in the music. Dua Heru Sasara Sen Dua Jua Heru, Uden Tawi, Jua, Jua Heru, Master Tawi, Jua, Jua Heru, Sitting Hey, Jua, 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 Go ahead. Let's see if I can find the translation here. I could say, I know what it is. I just want to make sure I know what it is. I always find something new when I look through this book. This is the, you can see mine's been used quite a bit. This is the extended version of the manual of Jitown Hunter, devotional manual. Come on. Okay. You think that I've already had this pulled up. Okay, I don't see it. So, read through one more time. Something is forever. Uben is rising. Nesta is Lord. Something like that. But, yeah, found it. Okay. Here we go. On the translation. All right. Dua Heru Sa Asar Aset. Adorations to Heru, the son of Asar and Aset. Dua Heru Aha Ma'at. Adorations to Heru, who stands for righteousness and truth, who stands for Ma'at. Dua Heru Uben Tawi. Adorations to Heru, he is the light of the world. Dua Heru Nesta Tawi. Adorations to Heru, he is the King of Kings. Dua Heru Sutin He, Lord of eternity. See, I'm glad I looked at the translation. Awesome. All right. Let's do this one too, and then we'll have the teachings. So that one, the melody was through me, and this next one, the melody came through Heru. Dua Ankara Kuti Haim Aket Im Sutene Im Atnetawi Nefer Keperura Uayin Ra. Okay, I know I left out a line. It's been so long since I've sang these songs. Let's see what line did I leave out. No, I didn't. I'm singing it again. I didn't leave out a line. I'm still going to sing it again. Oh, okay. Dua Ankara Kuti Haim Aket Im Rene Im Shu Im Aten Yakajata In Sutenon Hemat Neptawi, Nefer Kapara, Uayin Ra. I forgot to hold out the hey for eternity, that's all. All right. Adorations to the living Heru in the two horizons, residing in the horizon. In his name of Shu in the form of the sun disk, giving life forever and for eternity. This praise is sung by the king Akhenaten, the living in righteousness, Lord of the two lands, ancient Kemet, the good king in his name, creator, one with God. Hetep. Yes, these are hekau and songs and prayers, praise that are offered with the Temple of Shaitan Netter every Sunday when I used to be part of that ceremony. Now we're going to have some of the wisdom teachings. Now, somehow I forgot to read, I had it on the wrong page. Well, no, I'll save it for tomorrow. First, the birth of Aset. Never mind. I'll save it for Aset's one. That's fine. I forgot to read it for the birth of Asar, but I'll read it for the birth of Aset. Okay. So stick to the plan. All right. So first, I wanted to share. Is it the sideways? Yeah. I turned it sideways and then I got to start all over again. All right. So here we have the above center diagram, which shows the birth of Heru. And this is from the part in Heru. So the center is the birth of Heru. Aset gives birth to Heru, assisted by Jehuti and Amun, which is divine intelligence, cosmic mind, and the witnessing consciousness. Above left, goddess Wajit and the god Sa'a adoring the newborn Heru. And above right, goddess Nekabet and god Hu adoring the newborn Heru. Of course, at this time of year, we honor the birth of Heru Heru the Elder. Heru therefore was born from the union of the spirit of Asar and the life-giving power of Aset. Thus, Heru represents the union of spirit and matter, and the renewed life of Asar, his rebirth. When Heru became a young man, Asar returned from the realm of the dead and encouraged him to take up arms, vitality, wisdom, courage, strength of will, and establish truth, justice, and righteousness in the world by challenging Set, its current ruler. So this is the reading of the Battle of Heru and Set from the Pert in Heru. And this is the version by Dr. Modash. The battle between Heru and Set took many twists, sometimes one seeming to get the upper hand, and sometimes the other, yet neither one gaining a clear advantage in order to decisively win. At one point, Aset tried to help Heru by catching Set, but due to the pity and compassion she felt towards him, she set him free. In a passionate rage, Heru cut off her head and went off by himself in a frustrated state. Even Heru is susceptible to passion, which leads to performing deeds that one later regrets. Set found Heru and gouged out Heru's eyes. During this time, Heru was overpowered by the evil of Set. He became blinded to truth, as signified by the loss of his eyes, and thus was unable to do battle act with Ma'at, with Set. His power of sight was later restored by Heteru, goddess of passionate love, desire, and fierce power, who also represents the right eye of Ra. She is the fire-spitting destructive power of light, which dispels the darkness, blindness of ignorance. When the conflict resumed, the two contendants went before the court of the Pasajid of the Aeneid. Oh, a new word, Pasajid, which because I knew Aeneid is Greek. Pasajid, gods and goddesses, the company of the 9 gods and goddesses, who ruled over creation, headed by Ra. Set, promising to end the fight and restore Heru to the throne, invited Heru to spend the night at his house. But Heru soon found out that Set had evil intentions when he tried to have intercourse with him. The uncontrolled Set also symbolizes unrestricted sexual activity. Therefore, all sexual desires should be pursued in accordance with moral and intellectual principles, which dictate roles of propriety that lead to health and personal, societal, and spiritual order, ma'at. Juxtaposed against this aspect of Set, uncontrolled sexual potency and desire, is Heru, in the form of the ichthyphallic erect phallus min, who represents not only control of sexual desire, but its sublimation as well. Min symbolizes the power which comes from the sublimation of the sexual energy. Through more treachery and deceit, Set attempted to destroy Heru with the help of the Aeneid by tricking them into believing that Heru was not worthy of the throne. Asar sent a letter pleading with the Aeneid, Pasajid, to do what is correct. Heru, as the son of Asar, should be the rightful heir to the throne. All but two of the Aeneid, agreed because Heru, they said, was too young to rule. Asar then sent them a second letter, a scroll of papyrus with a message, reminding them that even they cannot escape judgment for their deeds. They will be judged in the end when they have to finally go to the west, the abode of the dead. This signifies that even the gods cannot escape judgment for their deeds, since all that exists is only a manifestation of the absolute reality which goes beyond time and space. That which is in the realm of time and space, humans, spirits, gods, angels, netters, are all bound by its laws. Following the receipt of the Tsar's scroll letter, Heru was crowned king of Kemet. Set accepted the decision and made peace with Heru. All the gods rejoiced. Thus ends the legend of Asar, Aset, and Heru. The resurrection of Asar and his reincarnation in the form of Heru is a symbol for the resurrection which must occur in the life of every human being. In this manner, the story of the Asarian Trinity of Asar, Aset, and Heru, and the Kemetic Aeneid, Pasajid, or Paltinet Heru, holds hidden teachings, which, when understood and properly practiced, will lead to spiritual enlightenment. Dua Heru, King of Kemet. Keep in mind that is you seated on your throne. You are also Heru. Everything that happens to the netters and their myths is happening to us as well. And then here's an image of Herukuti, one of the forms of Heru, the warrior who stands with for Ma'at, by Ma'at. All right, now we have another reading from the myth of Heru. This is the birth of Heru. Because I could have started with this one. I'll have to rearrange the order. Okay, so let's look at images first. Here's the image of a set over a star. So keep in mind that a set is divine intuition, a star is the universal soul, Heru is the royal personality, redeemer of the soul, Set is egoism. It sounds like a really interesting story, but we have to keep in mind what each one of these nectars represents. So here she is praying over the coffin of a star, and then here she is in the form of a hawk over the body of the star as she is begetting Heru by a star. And the second hawk is Nebuchadnezzar. At the head of the bear sits Heru, and at the foot, the frog goddess Hecate. So that's what we're looking at in this image. This is the conception of Heru. After they, after they put his body back, put all the pieces together, but they didn't have the phallus. There's another illustration of a set. Okay, the birth of Heru. His sister, Aset, protected him, Asar, driving off his enemies, turning aside evil happenings with the spells of her mouth, the weighty utterances of her tongue, the infallibility of her speech, and the effectiveness of her command and word. Aset, the enchantress, the avenger of her brother Asar, sought him unwittingly and traveled about over the earth sorrowing, and rested not until she had found him. She produced warmth from her hair. She caused air to come by the beating of her wings, and she uttered doleful cries for her brother. She caused movement to take place in what was meant and what was inert in the still heart, i.e., the dead Asar. She drew essence from him. She made flesh and blood. She suckled her babe in loneliness, no man knowing where he was. The child grew up. His hand became mighty in the house of Geb, the earth, and the company of the gods and goddesses rejoiced greatly at the coming of Heru, the son of Asar, and established of mind, true of voice, son of Aset, heir of Asar. And here Aset represents creation, and the dead body of Asar representing the soul, the spirit, the essence which vivifies matter, are shown in the symbolic union begetting Heru. Heru represents the birth of the spiritual life in every human being. The birth of the soul, Ba, in a human is the birth of Heru, who is an incarnation of the Supreme Being, Asar. It's funny how they say that this one is from a stele in the British Museum, and the other one is from a stele in Paris. But they don't say where they steal them from. Okay, I'm sure this is not what you expect when you're going to devotion. All right. Now we have another reading. Heru is the rebirth of the spirit. This rebirth is, what's the image I had that goes with it? Oh, there, okay. This rebirth is not a physical birth from the womb, but a rebirth of higher spiritual aspirations. Oh, it's sun setting. In the mind as a desire for enlightenment. No longer is there interest in worldly pursuits which are empty and shallow. Instead, there is a burning desire to face and conquer the lower self and regain the original glory and freedom of knowing and becoming one with the higher self. This is symbolized by Heru, regaining the throne of upper and lower Kemet. In doing so, he has regained mastership of the higher and lower states of consciousness. Thus, Heru represents the union and harmonization of the spirit and matter, and the renewed life of Asar, his rebirth. And we have this beautiful image of Heru. I'm sure you've seen this one before. The symbols of eternal life in his talons. the sun of consciousness, the solar disk, reflection of raw time and space. Heru is the god of light. Before Heru is victorious in the Assyrian myth, he is a symbol of the dual nature of humankind. Heru in this aspect represents the opposite forces that are within each of us. The animal nature, passionate behavior as demonstrated by cutting off Aset's head, and the divine. Therefore, the real battle is. It got cut off. Hold on a second. I got it in the book. It's from the Book of the Dead, Egyptian Book of the Dead. Dr. Monash. So that was page 90. Therefore, the real battle is within each of us and not in the outer world of time and space. I don't know. Do you want to read 2 more paragraphs? Okay. Yeah, because I was talking about the many forms of Heru. Let's see what other forms there are. Okay. Asar, Sakar, Heru, and Ra utilize the symbol of the hawk, an animal which is swift and possesses sharpness and clarity of vision. Thus, the symbol of the hawk refers to the quality of a highly developed intellectual capacity to see what is real, true, and abiding versus that which is false, fleeting, and illusory. It is because of this quality of discriminative nature that Anpu is considered as an aspect of Heru. The principles of mystical spirituality as represented by Aset, Ma'at, and Jehuti, order, justice, peace, love, contentment, righteous action, study, and reflection on the teachings, meditating on the divine, etc., are leading towards the truth, while the egoistic values of society, as represented in the character of Set, greed, hatred, anger, lust, restlessness, etc., lead to falsehood, pain, suffering, disappointment, and frustration. The picture of Heru Set below where is it? This one. 2-headed. That's the battle we all have within us between Heru and Set. The picture of Heru Set below shows us that the enemy or foe of truth, Ma'at, is inside each of us. Set, the symbol of evil, is actually a part of Heru that must be conquered and sublimated. In this aspect, Set represents the beast or demons we must conquer within ourselves. Ignorance, passions, desires, restlessness of the mind, temptation, lust, greed, depression, insecurity, fear, and pain. Through the journey of life, a battle rages on between the higher self and the lower self. And only by living a life of virtue can the God of light inside, Heru, come alive and vanquish the unrighteous lower nature. This is the underlying theme of the Assyrian resurrection myth, and the prerequisite for anyone who wishes to gain the higher benefits of reading the Purdim Heru text. Dua Heru. Dua say Rama, Dua say Raja. Okay. Okay, yeah, those are the teachings for today. All right. So we're going to have a few more songs, or one more song. Birth of Heru, God of all said, the birth of the Spirit. We're going to have a song right here. Oh, yeah. You can repeat. Okay, yeah, we've got one song, and then we'll have a brief meditation. Uja, Uben Nefer, thank you for being here in the Asmataji Temple of Divine Light Healing and Sweet Sounds for our devotion for Heru for the Kemetic New Year and Sirius Rising. I'll try with this harp. Like I said, I'm still tuning the harp that's sitting back there. I just want to take a minute to reflect on the teachings. It's a lot. For me, it's a lot. But the blanket here, remember I talked about how a set list leaves specific instructions on how to transform ourselves into a god or a goddess. And this blanket is this blanket contains the instructions in the Medu Neter, the hieroglyph. I don't know how to read it yet, but I did study it a little bit, and we're going to be going into that a lot on Aset's night, which is coming up. So now we're going to have So again, this is the harp I got at the Temple of Heru and Edfu. So I decided to try it with this one. Medicati before me, Medicati in my right hand, Medicati behind me, Medicati in my left hand, Medicati within me. Medicati, help me see the truth. Medicati before me. Medicati in my right hand. Medicati behind me. Medicati in my left hand. Medicati within me. Medicati, help me speak the truth. Medicati before me. Medicati in my right hand. Medicati behind me. Medicati in my left hand. Medicati within me. Medicati, help me be the truth. Dua Herakuti. Dua Herakuti. Dua Herakuti. Dua Herakuti. Lupu Herakuti. Lupu Herakuti. Lupu Herakuti. Herakuti before me. Herakuti in my right hand. Herakuti behind me. Herakuti in my left hand. Herakuti within me. Herakuti, help me see the truth. Herakuti, help me speak the truth. Herakuti, help me be the truth. Do a Herakuti. Okay. Get a little water. All right, so now we're going to move into our meditation. So we get some more light. This candle. It's melting. The candle's melting. Ooh, that's nice. All right, so get into a comfortable seated position. Going to take a few deep breaths together. Inhale slowly and deeply, allowing your abdominal area to expand. Inhale. Hold it. Count for 4. Hold it for 4 and exhale slowly. Count to 7, allowing the abdominal area to contract until it's almost touching your spine. Another inhalation. Allow your lungs to fill, your chest to fill. Inhale all the way up to your crown. Hold it for 4. And release. The abdominal area collapses. Touching your spine. One more deep inhalation. Hold it. And exhale. Turn to normal breathing. So we're going to do a little work with the solar plexus, which is the chakra that we associate with Heru. I've got the little chart here as well. So First, I just want you to inhale to your solar plexus, which is located right under your heart chakra, kind of between your heart chakra and your belly button. Just take a few deep breaths there. I'm going to recite the affirmation for the chakra. So you can put your hands over your solar plexus right now. And you can repeat after me. Rugo. I am that I am. 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 Now visualize your solar plexus chakra as the color yellow, the bright, sunny yellow, lemony yellow, shining brightly, pulsing, vibrating. Rugo. I am that I am. Rugo. I am that I am. Now I'd like you to visualize the ideal solid for this chakra, for this arit. It's the tetrahedron. It's 4 triangles. It's not a pyramid, but it's 4 triangles. So you have 3 triangles that come to a point, and then the base is also a triangle. Nukerakuti. I stand for mine. Visualize this tetrahedron spinning around, activating your willpower and determination. Nukerakuti. I stand with mine. Nukerakuti. I fight for mine. Nukerakuti. I live with mine. Now that you're tuned to this energy, I'd like you to visualize or reflect on a moment in time in the past, present, or future where you were confronted by Set. And you have the choice of how to respond. Maybe it's something in the past and you responded with Set in the past, and in this moment, you're going to revision it and see yourself responding with Heru. Yes, let's do that. It's a moment when you responded in a better Set, and now you have the moment to revision it, responding as Heru. So just take a few minutes with this reflection. Om Pate, 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 Pate. Peace, 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 peace. That's pretty powerful. I'd like to do that again with like a global experience or perspective. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow for Set. Yeah, if I remember. All right. That's amazing. Oh, wow. That's unexpected. Well, I hope you enjoyed that meditation and the presentation for this evening. I certainly have. And I'll be back tomorrow for the day number 4 for Set. And again, I encourage you to visit lifebeingwellness.com and make a donation to Asmadishi Temple and download the wonderful handout manual that goes along with the ceremony so you can do it in your own time and plan for the viewing of Sirius in a few weeks. Have a little festival of your own. Next, we're going to have the closing chant for tonight. Do a sar, do a sar, do a sar, do a sar. Do I say, do I say, do I say, do I say? Do I do, do I do, do I do, do I do? Look aside, look aside, look aside, look aside. Look what I said, look what I said, look what I said, look what I said. Look what I do, look what I do, look what I do, look what I do. So I went to space, I went to the stars, and it dawned on me that, so like, we're waiting for Sirius to rise, but right now Orion is rising before the sun. So if you got it before sunrise, you'd be able to see Orion, which represents a star. And then I started thinking about early today with cosmic adorations, Uranus, which represents Heru, is in sidereal Taurus, which is right next to the sacred hoop. So that means you could see Heru and then Orion, then a star and then a set. So I was like visualizing it. Or actually, I was space traveling. Okay. Now we'll close the altar. Candle. Oh, I shouldn't blow it out. I should put it out. Flowers. Salad. All right. Well, I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you again soon. Dua Hatep. Hatep. Here, I'm going to put the link in here, just in case someone decides to get the manual. Rising with Sirius, a hermetic devotional. Rising with Sirius. Oh, devotional. Okay. Okay.